Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. Finding room at the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down. Willis going for it all. And that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
60 Bison.
Get inside, there's Lloyd. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Trying it back to his running back, Marshawn Lloyd. And that will lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion, it's Golden. On third down, here's Brooks. They'll walk him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives him a first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 31, here is second down and 7. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and inches. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's into the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his first touchdown this year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Yeah, he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Quay Walker gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Catch is made by Wright. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Lucas Van Ness getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Throwing here is Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard
They'll start this on the ground with Ward. To the 45. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A big gainer for Green Bay. 61 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Not much happening there. Just a short game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Ready.
They'll go here with Lloyd. And he's in! Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Packers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. They'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stopping for no gain.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Ready, check. Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready. Check.
So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lloyd. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a zone read. He'll keep it himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Go.
They run. It's Lloyd. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
19,
To throw, here's Willis. Forced out wide. That one is complete to Hartman. 12 yards on that hooker. 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
This looks like a design run. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on.
In motion, it's Golden. quick throw on the RPO is complete. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. He'll go play action with Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Help, cut. 180. Hey, kill. Turbo's up.
Back to the air, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First reception of the game for St. Brown, and he gives his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 5. What's up?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught, and he'll take this one in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the give, it's Lloyd. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. On the zone read, it's Lloyd. He's going to have a Packers 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Work this out wide for Ward. And he's going to have his first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a screen now for Ward. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 6. To throw is Willis. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And will be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That was good for 29. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Cross gets incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Isaiah McDuffie on the cover.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Willis. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 81 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. We'll start at the 4. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Come on.
The run over center, and it's Moore. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Three-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Another run here with Floyd. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
42-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
120.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short. Now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and 10.
Go.
To throw is Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 180.
On play action, Goff. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
And I'm trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will remain a 3-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Ready.
A run, and this is Moore. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Amik Robertson there to bring him down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Golden. Throw to right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Third and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing is Willis. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Willis now to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Green Bay first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit. This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past. But here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
You're not. Gotta be lying.
Willis. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Let's go now.
Now Willis. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll work forward for a couple. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. He's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the first down, and here comes 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
3rd and a yard. They're going to try a run here with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
120.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. We're on to the 4th on Thanksgiving Day. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, 12, go. Go. Turbo tap.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Catch is made by White. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
He's going to go up for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Black 20.
Handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
180. What's up?
On 2nd down, Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
2 for 66.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-unit pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Another try with Brooks. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing, Willis. They'll try to set up the screen here. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll send their tight end left. Throwing, Willis. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And it winds up a very solid return as he gets it up past the 30. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Goff to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
And the Lions.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down. Goff. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Like 20.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Lions first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down.
That's another Lions.
Throwing, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Packers' 9-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now, Goff. That is caught, and he's in. St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Lions 13. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive will begin with a run by Lord. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Lions call their first time out. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
On first down, right back to Lord. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Okay, here's a 2nd and 9. Give inside, it's Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Talk things over before third down. On third down, here's Brooks. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
It's a gain of 10.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you